Alright, first step, I'm draining the radiator because I'm going to remove it. Alright, I'm going to remove the fan and fan shroud. I'm going to squeeze the hoses a little bit so when I take the hoses off it doesn't make as much of a mess. I'm just disconnecting the top radiator hose. Well, I just undid the lower radiator hose and dumped water everywhere. Should have had it in there. Alright, little update. Got the fan and fan shroud out. Alright, so I'm going to loosen this bolt. I'm going to make sure I label this belt. On a piece of paper attached to it, taped to it. Front, I'm going to say front, idler, power steering, harmonic balancer. I'm going to say that. Alright, well, this is what it looks like. Got the fan clutch off. Alright, so I need to get that bolt right there. Alright, so I'm removing the water pump bolts. That's the water pump right there. And I drew out the bolts, so I'm just going to remove all them first. Alright, this bolt right here, the camshaft bolt, did not want to come off, so I had to torch it for 20 seconds. And I used all my strength, dude, pushing up from over here. Alright, well, I got it off, so. Alright, I got everything in. These are 10 foot-pounds, 10 foot-pounds, and there's one more right here. I don't know if you can see it. Basically, these two 10 foot-pounds, 10 foot-pounds, and this one right here. Same thing, for the tensioners. And then actually, there's two bolts holding on the, it's right here and right here. These are 20 foot-pounds. I just did it by hand, nice and snug. And I'm gonna basically turn this twice. I'm gonna make sure this, after 720 degrees, I'm gonna make sure this lines up here. I'm also gonna make sure that lines up there. And on the bottom, there's a dot as well. But that doesn't matter. It's the same. It's literally 180 degrees, so this can line up here too. I'm gonna do that. Keep an eye on the top one. Once it comes around once, we're gonna do it again. There's a lot of compression in the... I should take out the spark plugs for this. Lots of compression. Alright, came around one time. And it's gonna come around one more time. Alright, let's see. Oh, perfect. Look at that. It's still perfect. So, that's how you know we're all good. I'm not gonna do it a second time. But, anyways, so I'm gonna release this tensioner now. It's just this little, see that little thing? Basically, you just take that little hook off. But, as you can see, it's perfectly right back where we wanted it. So, there it is. Camshaft sprocket bolt, 54 pounds. My timing cover, this is the back side of my oil pump. This is the inlet for the oil, and I've been packing petroleum jelly in here because I didn't want to take off the, basically on the other side of this is the oil pump cover, and there's nine screws that I don't want to take out. So anyways, I've been packing this, turning this got harder to turn, and it's displacing a little bit of the oil in here, so I know that it's 100% full of petroleum jelly and ready. It's primed, basically. I'm going to take out the EFI fuse for the fuel injection. So I'm just going to take out the EFI fuse, crank the engine for a little bit, and then it'll prime it really nicely, basically, without starting the engine with no fuel. With no oil. So just crank it with the EFI fuse out, and then put it back in, after 30 seconds or so. The 2RZ, it's pretty simple. we have a timing cover gasket right here, a timing cover gasket right here. Anyways, I used about one of these things, 6 ounces for this 2RZ. Anyways, I was gonna say, it's kind of crazy that this is for skin, because it's crude oil, and crude oil is a carcinogen. In some 2RZs, you actually, the oil pickup doesn't bolt right there, it bolts way in the back, and you actually have to unbolt this, the oil pickup, with the oil pan and take them out together. Here, this bolts to the timing cover, so I gotta put the timing cover on. The oil pan I could literally put on last. And there's the oil pickup. Alright, well, I made this nice and clean with some brake clean. And yeah, nice. Also gotta make sure there's nothing in here. Alright, well, I got the oil pan nice and clean. Alright, let me explain this one more time. Oh, you see that gold thing? There's a gold thing right there, and there's a gold thing right there at the bottom. Those are basically slots that match up with this. Let me show you. See that? See those slots? So basically, I gotta put this thing on like this, because those things are gonna be in those slots. It's a little bump and it's a little bump, and they both fit right there. See this keyway? I gotta turn the crankshaft until that little notch is on the right side. Simple. That's how you drive the oil pump.